Hello, welcome to another episode of Battle Topics. I'm your host Clayton, along with my co-host.
What's good? It's Fracchiavelli. It's your boy here with one of the dopest. I don't even know if he's an up-and-comer anymore, but he's a Street Fighter killer. He has a surprisingly low credit score. Mike P, what's good, man?
Yo, that's the best intro ever, man. What's up, guys?
What up? Okay, so Mike P, we're doing a little bit different episode of Battle Topics today. We're doing a prediction episode for this Double Impact 2 card. Normally we pick a topic and talk to our special guest about it, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But right now we got the Double Impact 2 card going down soon, and we want to kind of do our predictions. We got a very opinionated and vocal URL battler on, as well as Frack. So we'll just
two URL battlers.
We'll start with the. I'll read off for people who don't know. Double Impact 2 is a 2-on-2 card that URL puts on. There's only 5 battles on Double Impact 2, which is convenient for me reading them off. But I'll read off the card real quick to just preface the episode. Then we'll go down individually, run through our predictions, talk our shit a little bit, and then hopefully have a job after this. So, anyways, the first battle we got Hitman Holla and Aver versus Briz and T-Top. Second is NWX. We got DNA K-Shine versus Midwest Miles and X Factor. Next is another NWX. Big T Saga versus Chess and Steams. Then number 4, Ill Will Rum Nitty versus Math Cortez. And then the last one is Arse and Shotgun Shug versus Clips and Goods. So pretty simple. I mean, we can dive into each one individually. There's a lot to say about each one of them. So to start from the top going down, Hitman Aver versus Briz Rothstein and T-Top. So let's give the floor to Mike P, since he's well equipped at this.
Oh yeah,
very opinionated. So let's do it.
This is this is tough, man. Like this is gonna be a really, really crazy battle. On one end, you got Briz, who is looking like, he's untouchable at this point. Especially, this year, he's one of the better battlers of the year. T-Top, of course, has always been, a top performer, and both of them combined, coming off that last Double Impact, certainly a great tag team.
Like
on the other end, you got,
like what happened? Goldeneye. Like it's Goldeneye.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, the split screen. Yeah, just great performances, and they're both also coming into their own styles and who they are. So that would definitely be tough. And also Verb and Hitman, like those are the first people that quote unquote took out DNA and K-Shine for the first time. So that's going to be interesting. I think Hitman's going to be carrying an aura into which might last the first couple rounds. That being the crowd just excited at the fact that he's on that stage for the first time in a while. I would take that into play as far as maybe the beginning of the match. But I don't know, man. Like it might sound crazy to a few people, but I got Briz and Top taking this, man. I got Briz and Top winning.
Well, the thing about that, though, like I kind of agree with you, but the point that you hit on with like Hitman and Verb, like they got that aura about them, is that's like a blessing and a curse, because you saw Hitman on like the UW stage where everyone was like, yes, he's back, stuff like that. But then when he comes with like normal, like quality material and not like extraterrestrial, like superhuman material, people get bummed out and all of a sudden give the other person the leg up, because it's like, oh, well, the other person didn't live up to what I thought they were going to do, so the other person gets it by default almost. And Aver also kind of sits in that box too.
Absolutely. And another thing about that is that, Briz and Top are in the now. So URL's used to them. They like them. Their style fits like 2017. One of the things that stood out versus, Hitman and Shug is that Hitman sounded a little 2014-ish. Sounded a little outdated, style-wise, wasn't really hitting like it used to. and that's just him not being in the game that much anymore. So it's not even like shaking off Russ. He kind of just never really transitioned and went along as battle rap progressed and as everything evolved. He's kind of been the same. So that's what I feel like is, might be an issue. And like I said, the aura thing, unless you're going into guns, it's really not going to carry you through the entire battle. So,
I think that's what this battle comes down to is like, what happens when it's not the Showtime and it's not the remix. Like, we already know there's going to be those moments where they remix the Showtime and Showtime the remix. But in those moments where it's not those shits, are Hitman and Verb going to be it? Because we already know Briz and Top are consistent as fuck. They're going to be hitting every fucking bar. So I think it depends if they have that consistency.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like, for me, like, a remix is a remix, a Showtime is a Showtime, but you still got to rap another 3 minutes and 30 seconds in that round. You know what I mean? You still have a whole lot of material you got to rap. You still have to come with it at the end of the day. You can't just, flex your resume and your trademarks that haven't been hitting lately. Also, Verb Showtime kind of lost its strength. Hitman's remix, was kind of like, okay, I guess whatever.
Yeah.
Versus Shug, and then on Briz and Top, that's a powerhouse tag team. And then like I said, man, it's gonna be tough. You never know. At the end of the day, it's so hard to predict these things. But I would definitely have Briz and Top taking it, to be honest.
This is a URL newcomer talking. I don't know. I think I got Verb and Hitman just because. I mean, we saw T-Top against Goods. We saw how the aura he told T-Top his bed stinks, and he lost the battle. You know what I mean? I don't know if T-Top and Briz will be able to shield the aura completely.
That's true. No, that's true. I mean, I was going to say, man, it's hard to say maybe the aura won't carry because I saw it carry all 3 rounds with Goods and Top. So, Goods kind of smoked him with his aura alone. So, I don't know, man. You can't, you never know at the end of the day when it's tough.
You can't count out the senior citizens.
Yeah, exactly. So, does it basically come down to, like, it basically comes down to what Hitman and Verb does? Like, if Hitman and Verb live up to the expectation that everyone's raised for them, then they win. But if they don't hit that like magical peak, then the other team wins, as long as they don't like shit the bed, essentially. Yeah, and it's almost like that story is kind of like a by default thing because Briz and Top are going to win it. They're going to do what they do, and I feel like what they do on the URL is better than what Verb and Hitman do. So in reality, Verb and Hitman are the ones that are going to have to step their shit up. Because Briz and Top, I feel like, are going to be the most comfortable. Yeah. Is Verb still doing the whole, like, this is my last, like, ride type deal, or is that ship sailed?
I don't even know.
I don't know if I missed a tweet somewhere or what.
Right before Arsenal and Briz, he said that was his last battle on the URL, and now he's a double impact. So you don't know these guys.
I think it's a brilliant Ponzi scheme all these dudes have, where they're like,
come on,
they're like, we're not getting paid as much as we want to, so we're gonna make this a farewell tour that lasts me 4 years.
And you get 4 years. Exactly, man. Exactly. And retiring from battle rap, like, it just sounds weird, man. It's like retiring from like walking around the beach with a metal detector. Like, it's really not fucking, like, it's not that, you know what I mean? Like, no 401k in fucking battle rap. Like, you're not retiring, dude. You just stop.
Yeah, you're just stopping.
I'm gonna stop rapping.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, man, I had some moments with me and this metal detector, you know what I mean? Like, I found some cool ass shit in the sand, but like, it's time to go. Sometimes I gotta let go.
Yeah. Like, what was Verb's last battle, though? Because he was supposed to be on Blackout, and that didn't work out. And then he was supposed to do another battle like a week later, and no showed that. So has he like not like? I know he put out the whole like farewell, like if you want to book me now. Then people started booking him, and he like couldn't wouldn't go, whatever. But it's been a little bit. Or correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't even. I don't even know, man. I feel like his retirement thing just came off of how sad he was when Jims beat him, because that was literally like immediately after Jims had won that battle at RVE, then, it was officially. But you can't trust these guys' words, though. Like, I remember when Verb a couple years ago said, I'm not battling nobody until I get Loaded Lux. Loaded Lux has to be my very next battle. And then he's had
That's like Disaster, dude. Disaster does the same shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, man. Absolutely
I don't know.
crazy.
Because I was gonna say, if Verb had that like crutch on him where he's like, yeah, this is my last battle, then people are gonna be gunning for him too. Before the coin even flips, you know what I mean? But if people aren't really riding that wave anymore, then they're already like a notch down from what they could have been.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll see. We'll see about it.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. So how you calling it? You said you got Briz in top. Is it going to be a cleared 3-0, or you think it's going to be a close match? Or
I think it's going to be close. In the building, I think it might be fairly clear online, man. I think it might be fairly clear when the battle drops. I don't see. I'm not saying I'm not. Well, I am saying I'm not really that impressed by Hitman, and Averb has not impressed anybody in quite some time. So honestly, if we're talking about what have you done for me lately, Briz and Top, are doing way more than Verb and Hitman. So I just see almost by default them clearly taking it when it drops on cam. Just 'cause I think their content is better. I think their performance
you didn't
is
see
better.
Hitman's vegetable scheme on Wild 'N Out though.
Oh Lord.
Nah, I didn't. And I'm guessing it might change my mind right now. But until then, I'm gonna have to YouTube it. But yeah, man, I got Briz and Top 2-1. I'm not gonna say 3-0 because it's very easy to lose around. So
yeah,
I would say 2-1.
I think you bring up a good point about like in the building and on cam, because on cam is very unforgiving in the building. Like you have that energy that kind of blinds you a little bit with it's like the mystique of actually seeing Hitman, Holla, and Averb and all that. But when it comes down to like people dissecting it on cam, it's a lot different.
Yeah, it's way easier to really judge a battle than than it is live. When you see a battle live, 20 minutes later, 5 minutes later, you can't even quote a bar from anybody in the battle. So it's like,
yeah, exactly.
You go off of how it felt. You go exactly off of how it felt.
All right, dope. So moving on to the next one, we got DNA K-Shine, obviously, versus Midwest Miles and X Factor.
AKA DNA and K-Shan ran out of people to battle.
Yeah,
they battled every two.
Huh.
Exactly. The last stand. This is almost impossible to judge. I would almost have to automatically give it to DNA and K-Shine just because I haven't seen Midwest Miles and X Factor in the longest time. Like in the longest time, and I've never seen them as a tag team. So this one is tough. I'm very excited to see Midwest Miles and X Factor, despite what people may think about them. I'm the type that still has respect for the guys that were out before me. So it is cool. It's gonna be cool when they both step on stage, because to me, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, that's X Factor and Midwest Miles. That's they haven't been here in a while. But I would have whatever the hell they're called, DNA and K-Shine. I would have them 3-0. I don't even remember. Is it NWX? It's NWX, right?
As far as I know, unless it changed very, very recently.
Okay, I thought they had their own name. I thought they had their own thing, but I don't remember.
They might as well.
I would have to go.
It depends if they're in the nurse outfits or not.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I'd have to give it to them. I'd have to give it to them 3-0. Honestly, it's really it's not much I can say. It's not much I can say about it.
Little side topic. Why the fuck are Marvin Quest not on this card?
Dude, I have no fucking clue why the best tag team in the history of the world is not on. I don't even know.
I don't know, man. I mean, Mike, you know better than anybody. Surprise battles could happen any second, so.
That is true, man. That is true.
But is this like the certain? Is this the kind of card though? Are they going to do surprise battles every big card now, or like?
I don't. To be honest, I really don't know. It could start being.
Or does he know?
Have like a,
yeah.
Or does that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not on Double Impact, but I don't know, man. It could be a thing. As far as I know, it's just something that happened with Av, something that happened with me. I don't know if that's going to be a theme now, surprise battles. I actually like the concept. I think it's really dope for the people that, that came there to see,
like that,
that paid, paid money to get there. And, it's definitely something dope to give to the people. And also it kind of takes away the ability for people to prep for that, to have that storyline where you start gunning for one guy to win before, over the next guy before the thing even comes out.
Right.
You really don't even have an option to pick like, ooh, I always wanted this guy to beat this guy. You know what I mean? So it almost just pins it up and it becomes a completely natural battle. I like the concept of that.
Yeah,
but,
I agree with that. But Marvin Quest to make the secret, I mean, like you saw that at the at Blackout, it was kind of the same thing. Like you put them together, and it was kind of a surprise. So
Smack wouldn't copy respect like that.
Yeah, you can't copy that respect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but
exactly. Cool.
I see the need for like a surprise battle because you know what I mean. It's like the aura. It's like even like a WWE. Like you're just going to see this match, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, The Rock's here. You know what I mean? It's like that little tipping point is like the peak, and the icing on the cake. So I could see that. I mean,
Absolutely.
You can't write it off anymore. Nothing can be written off anymore. Whatever.
Mike P, Real Deal, Snow, and None versus Marvin Quest, 4-on-2.
4-on-2.
Jeez, that's the power. That's
a lot
right
of mouths to like keep closed.
Whole lineup of the white URL flyer, all those dudes on one team.
Oh my dude,
Hashtag diversity.
Yeah, diversity.
Oh my god, dude. That was the worst. I should have never done that. Oh my god.
Was that like a picture you guys took in person? Like they told you like this is what's happening now?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie, like there's no excuse, but I was intoxicated at that time. And Norms was like, oh, yo, can you just come in here? And there was like a little room, and I knew it immediately. Like I just opened the door, and it was every guy from the venue in the room, and I was like,
it's like the janitor and all those people.
I remember me and Glue Easy, like we looked at each other like, why are we still doing this? And even when we took the picture, I was like, why did I just do that? Like, I knew it was going to be bad, man. I knew it was going to be bad.
Diversity is key, man. Diversity is key.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And nothing screams diversity than a bunch of pasty bastards. Nothing.
You know how all the like colleges try and act like they have, liberal arts colleges act like they have more people of color on their flyers than they actually do. I think next year
exactly.
Howard College is going to have that as their admissions letter.
Exactly.
One can only hope, I guess. But anyways, back on topic a little bit. DNA K-Shine 3-0, I'm assuming, is the consensus.
Yeah. Definitely.
It depends what outfit they bring, though, this time, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Definitely depends on that.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, that's,
we need like a mystery chef. With them. Like what outfit do you hope they bring? I guess is the question, because they're going to bring an outfit. Like we gotta.
For Tech 9, they usually do it like part of the name flip. So like Midwest Miles, one of them's going to be like a track and field runner in short shorts, and then Tech 9, one of them's going to be like a blacksmith brandishing a gun.
Oh my god, dude, that would be amazing. I think they should dress up as the two the white guys with the blonde dreads from the Matrix Revolution. I think if DNA and K-Shine pulled that off, it'd be great.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, battle number 3. We got Chess Steams versus Big T and the Saga. Another NWX. This one's kind of interesting, just off the whole Chess and Big T thing that's going on back and forth. Is got me
not even
interested.
like a back and forth.
It's kind of just like a pummeling on one side. It's not really fair.
Yeah, Big T is literally involving the entire hip hop culture into this.
Wow, I didn't realize
the videos, man. He's going crazy with the videos, man.
Now I'm actually excited for this battle.
Yeah. Nah, definitely be. Yeah, I'm definitely in for that battle. Chess and Steams, man, like they're a little off as a 2-on-2, to be honest. Like I'm yet to see them have like a not perfect performance, but at least like a clean performance all throughout. Yeah, honestly. And I think, I don't know, T and Saga never really been together. I don't think they've ever done a 2-on-2, so
T and Saga did one.
Tough one.
They battled
T and Saga did one?
They battled Clips and John.
Oh, that's true. Damn, I forgot about that. Man, I don't know, bro. I have to go Big T and Saga. I have to go Big T and Saga. I think Chess and Steens could go off more than T and Saga, but I think they're gonna be cleaner, man. I think they're gonna be cleaner. Chess and Steens have a little. They're too non-rhythmic, man. They don't have the rhythm together. Like it just doesn't click more than it actually does.
But Saga's one of those battlers. It almost kind of reminds me of like Cortez. Like he can do really well, but people are just kind of like, it's Saga. You know what I mean? Like, it's Cortez.
Yeah.
So
exactly, yeah.
I don't know if that. I don't know if that could go. I don't know if that could hurt the tag team or if that could like accelerate the tag team. Whether he's like, all right, well, as a team, it's a good combined team, or is he gonna like hold back his teammate?
And well, you know what? Another thing about what you just said, sometimes that works in the advantage when people look at you like, oh, you're not going to do anything, and then you actually start doing something. People get more amped. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, he's actually going off. This is amazing. You get more excited, even though you should expect something from an artist to be good. But I mean, that could work in his advantage. I mean, that's a terrible thing to have to use, the fact that everyone thinks you suck. Yeah, and then it's like maybe I'll impress them. But I mean, still, like I definitely got them winning. T is a veteran.
Yep.
Yeah. Now that I think of like this whole context of this Instagram war, I think Big T has like the opportunity to touch on these like struggle bars before anyone really has. No one's really like made fun of Chess Heavy for it yet.
Yeah, but can you do that for 3 rounds though?
Well, but my next point was gonna be like Chess also has the opportunity to like fucking. Because it's so out there that Big T's clowning on it, Chess has the opportunity to like own it even more. Like talk about like, I drink cereal out of my Timbs. Like, and like the crowd will eat that shit up if Chess goes full struggle. If he goes full struggle, they'll love it.
If he pulls out a fucking aluminum foil bowl and starts eating cereal out of a fucking like 2-liter, it's over. Chess and Steve
is actually over, bro.
If they do anything like that, it's absolutely over. Absolutely over.
If they pull like the classic, it's like, I know what you're about to say to me, so I'm gonna do it to myself first, whatever.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Because it's like obvious.
Especially if they go in. Oh yeah, of course. Like it's right there for you to do, and it's right there for them to do on both sides. T and Saga could do the same thing as far as like a prop goes, or talk about that. But you're right in the sense of like everybody's made fun of it online. Nobody's done it in a battle yet to Chess. Right. So I'd be very shocked, especially with how hard Big T has been going on it. Saga, I haven't really seen it, but I'd be surprised if that's not brought up or something. They don't have some type of concept around the Chess struggle.
Yeah. I don't know. Or we could be overthinking the whole thing, man, and Big T will come with no struggle bars, and the whole time he just comes with straight fire. You know what I mean? It's like even with like the Roan head ice thing, everyone thought he was just going to come with 3 rounds of old jokes, and he didn't come with like any old jokes. So it's kind of like maybe flip the script. I don't know.
That's true. You never know, man. Like I said, like the best part about battle rap, it's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
I still got Big T and Saga winning though.
Yeah, for sure.
2-1. No. Nothing crazy. 2-1.
For sure. 2-1. All right, we'll move on to the next one. So we got Ill Will, Rum Nitty, versus Math and Cortez. This one's kind of...
This one's crazy. I really like this battle.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ill Will, Ill Will, Rum Nitty, correct me if I'm wrong, but have they teamed up before? I don't think they have.
No.
Yeah, they have not.
Nah, they battled.
Yeah, that's a weird thing though. Is they just like battled recently too? It wasn't like a long ass time ago either. It was like
they battled probably like 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. Nothing wild.
I don't know. And then Math Cortez have obviously partnered up before. But Cortez is kind of like in the same, like I said with Saga, it's like Cortez is constantly like the blunt of like every joke and stuff, and like or I don't know. I think
Math
Cortez
has honestly
dope,
been
dude.
on a
Cortez
big math has been on a big decline lately as well.
Math too, dude.
This is like major decline.
Last hope. You know what I mean? Hopefully, he doesn't like swing or anything like that, dude. Like he might actually have a chance.
I hope not.
Hopefully he does.
So hopefully he does. Yeah, so fucking swing on everybody. Math will redeem himself if he just punches himself in the face.
Cortez versus Ill and Rum, just first round. Oh God!
Punches Cortez in the face.
Curveball, man.
Be dope.
I don't know about this, though, man. I mean, like Ill and Rum could. I don't know. It's all about the chemistry, right? So Math and Cortez have chemistry, and they did the whole like bus driver scheme, whatever. So they obviously have like synergy and stuff. But when 2-on-2s,
definitely taking some improv classes together.
Yeah, does that like transcend the fact that Ill Will and Rum are like good as individuals? When you do a 2-on-2, is it just two individuals or what?
Mm-hmm. That's where we get to as far as who would win. We have the people that sync perfectly, work together, but on paper, Rum Nitty and Ill Will's material blows them out the water. So on one side, you have a content, like a wash on the side of content, but we don't know if Rum Nitty and Ill Will clicks. And if Rum Nitty and Ill Will, they don't click, then they're not going to get anywhere with the actual content they have. So this is a tough one, man. It's just the only thing that's tough about it is, can Rum Nitty and Ill Will do well together? If they do well together, I see them fucking Math and Cortez up, man. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
I would see that. I would see that potentially being bad. Rum Nitty's one of the best in the game. Ill Will's, he's one of the best. His aggression's on 100. He could get into flurries of, heavy punching and shit like that. You got Math, you got Math's energy. He can still punch. Cortez, he's still got wordplay. He knows how to punch too. Mm-hmm. They're on, they know how to click on all cylinders at all times too. Like, I don't even really see them ever mess up. But, I think Rum and Ill definitely trump them as far as the material goes. It's just, are they going to work good? Because if the shit don't sound good, it doesn't matter if it was, good from a technical standpoint.
Yeah.
If it's not, sonically pleasing to the crowd and, they don't have that rhythm, then it could be bad for Rum and Will. But, I mean, on paper, I got Ill Will and Rum Nitty winning, clearly.
Yeah.
2-1, probably 3-0.
Yeah, I think Rum and Ill, I think they're going to work well together just because I think Ill Will is one of the best punch sellers in the game, and Rum Nitty is one of the best punch writers. So if they come together like that, and I think Ill Will is also just funny as fuck. So if he just incorporates humor and clowns on Math and Cortez, it'll work. But at the same time, I think it's how like Jordan would play in the All-Star game when he was 44, just because like they wanted to pay him respect. I think that's like the opportunity they're giving Math to redeem himself, and I feel like I hope Math takes this one super seriously because he's one of my favorites from like the beginning. So I think I'm rooting for Math and Cortez, but I think I probably got Rum Nitty and Ill Will.
Yeah. If I'm going from like, just who do I think is going to win, I'd have to say Rum and Ill. But I've always want Math to do good. I was always a big fan of Math, so I always want him to go nuts. So I hope he does, even if they lose. I hope he does. I hope he goes crazy.
Yeah, and I don't see Ill and Rum. I don't see Ill and Rum being like with their specific styles. They're not going to be the kind of tag team where they're like finishing each other's syllables. You know what I mean? So Math and Cortez, I feel, are going to be
each other into the air.
They're going to be more in sync with each other and potentially doing stuff like that. But I feel like Ill and Rum are kind of going to do like them, but just together. Mm-hmm. For like a lack of a better term, what I mean? So,
exactly. And Rum Nitty's not, he's not able to pick up Ill Will and, spin him around like an helicopter and shit like that. So they're just gonna have to rely on non-physical.
We'll see, man. We'll see. It's been a little while since Rum's been on, so could have been a Could have been prepping and practicing and
fucking doing squats and deadlifts and shit. That would be done.
You never know, man.
Never
anyways,
know, man.
so we got what are we calling that? We're calling depends
2-1.
2-1 who, though? 2-1 Rum and Ill?
Yeah. 2-1 Rum and Ill, possible 3-0.
Yeah, because I feel like on that stage with Math and Cortez, like the best they can hope for is redeeming themselves, you know, and that's not a real high bar to like.
Yeah, because they're not gonna last in the rap game. Like rapping with Rum and Ill, they're not gonna last with it. So hopefully they got some tricks up their sleeves. You know, performance-wise, you know, they got to switch it up every round. Cause
I definitely predict performance heavier on Math and Cortez side.
Yeah,
but
absolutely, and I think they should do that as far as a strategy to win. You know, hopefully they don't try to bar them out because then it'd be bad.
Wordplay,
yeah.
Okay, so we move on to the last one. Arsenal and Shotgun Suge versus Charlie Clips and Goods.
That's fire.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting as hell.
Okay, so Arsenal, just to preface this battle, is the same kind of concept that we were talking about with Verb. Is Arsenal pulling URL's leg with like the whole like significance that give me the leg up before the battle even starts because this is my last URL battle.
He was never supposed to be here after Briz, man.
And it's like
what? He's pulling his own leg, man. Like it's weird.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, okay, let's take that out of the equation. Imagine Arsenal hasn't been putting out blogs or whatever, and just go off the names alone.
Nah, you got to keep it in the equation.
But is it true? Because if he says it and it's not true, then it doesn't matter.
But also, like, it's a hindrance to him because that's a big angle for Clips and Goods to take. They're gonna be like, "Oh, so you still here?
Yeah, like,
man?
why the fuck are you here? Yeah, why are you here?"
Yeah, exactly.
He literally said before he started his round versus Briz, he was like, "This is my last battle on URL." Bye, guys.
All Goods has to do is look at his watch and be like, "You still here, man?" And the crowd, fuck it, that's a Don DeMarco.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something he would do too, because he's like, so yeah. I guess okay. So so I was thinking of it as like, okay, that's a plus for Ars, but now I'm looking at it as like a minus for Ars.
It's both. It works both ways.
All right.
Yeah, it works both. I mean, the retirement thing don't work because Briz dropped 5,000 on him, so it really didn't matter that Arsenal was like, "Hey guys, you know, I want to let you know this is my last battle," because then he literally got destroyed seconds after that. So I don't think Ars has any advantage as far as, you know, just verbally saying this. I guess now this is my last battle. I don't know. But
yeah, you're right.
I mean, as far as we're doing, like from a talent perspective, Goods and Clips is going to be interesting as hell because Clips is like, I don't know, man. Like he's not known for being a writer. Like he's always a freestyler. So this being a 2-on-2, I guess he's forced to write. So I guess it's going to be interesting that he's actually has to go, you know, by a written format and you know, back and forth. Goods, obviously, you know, he can handle his own. I don't know, man.
But Goods also said that he didn't want to pair up with Clips earlier because he didn't think that he was going to take it seriously, right?
That's why I look forward. That's why I look forward to this team actually, because I think Goods is the dude
or something like that.
Yeah, well, I feel like Goods is the dude to put Clips in his place. Like he's the dude to motivate him. You know what I mean? And I also feel like when Clips tries to like mimic the new generation, he kind of falls flat. And I feel like his strengths are in like swagger and humor. And I think Goods will bring that out of Clips. And I think if those dudes just clown fucking Shotgun Suge's body fat and like Arsenal's retirement party, like I think they can just like be like honestly a comedy, just a swag comedy duo. And I think that's going to be like very effective. And I think Goods will make Clips prepare.
Absolutely. He's probably at his house right now. Absolutely. And I think, you know, as good as people think Clips is, I think Goods is definitely going to carry that team. Yeah. I think Goods will be carrying that team. That, you know, he'll rely on whatever Clips is doing, Clips will probably have to stick to humor. He's not going bar heavy. He's never been a, puncher or things like that. So I would expect, exactly what you said. It'd be a humor, swagged out 3 rounds, and that's it. And I feel like that'll trump Arsenal and Shugs, which seems like will probably be an overly gangster, aggressive ass 3 rounds. And I feel like the swag of the jokes always trumps that. Always kills that.
Yeah.
And the fact,
especially with Goods,
Top went off with the gangster shit, the selling this and selling that, and then Goods, said your fucking beard stinks, and then boom, over.
Yeah, right.
Round over.
But 3 rounds of that though. 3 rounds. Do you think 3 rounds of that?
No, I don't think they'll do that 3 rounds. I think they'll be very, very strategic with it, which Goods did to Top too, man. He was very strategic. He started off clowning on him, and then he'd go into some wild, real shit, and then he'd throw a punch, and then he'd do this and he'd do that. So, I think that'll go over. I don't see Suge is not a well-rounded rapper. He's kind of a one-trick pony in all his rounds, the same style, same writing format. So that, I don't care who you are, eventually gets boring. I don't see Arsenal's style as far as trying to do the humor and the joking. I don't know how that's going to work with Suge, unless they do, I've seen tag teams where it's just Suge spits a 16, then Ars spits a 16, where they're not actually doing bars together and 4-bar format. So I think if they do that, that's probably their best option. Maybe just rapping separately, because I don't know if Suge going off of Ars bars, Ars going off of Suge. I don't know if that's going to work. Clips and Goods, on the other hand, I think they have the ability to do both, which will, and they might do both in that battle, which shows variety. Variety always sticks out over, one-dimensional shit that eventually dies out. So I have Clips and Goods winning.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think Arson Suge will get around just because I don't think Clips and Goods can match their energy, and I think Arson Suge will have one of those fucking rounds where they're just saying all the violent shit they'll do to them, and I think it'll go over super heavy. They may have rounded the battle, honestly, but just like you were saying, I think Goods is like a master at disarming his opponent with like humor and swag, like the way he predicted what T-Top would do and talk about dope dealing, and his whole angle was just like, bro, you're poor, I'm rich. Like it was a very,
I ain't struggling.
It was effective, you know what I mean? And I think if Goods and Clips can disarm them the other 2 rounds with that, I think they probably get that.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anyone's gonna do that, it's Goods.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look at like the grand scheme of like Double Impact 2, it's like a whole 2-on-2 card. Every fan that goes into that venue is going there not expecting like any body bags or anything like that. They're more there for like performance heavy stuff, and it's almost like an exhibition match, you know what I mean, where they're there for like the entertainment value rather than storylines or anything like that. Absolutely. So those same people that are coming to just be entertained, people like Clips, Goods, DNA, K-Shine, even Math and Cortez potentially, they kind of have those people on, I think, more in their corner in the venue, but on camera, I mean, like, that's kind of where it, like, encompasses right there. But in the venue, I think the team of Clips and Goods, DNA, K-Shine, even, like, I would say Math and Cortez, just based on the people that I know are going to want to be there in the building, they already have, like, the leg up. So, something to take into consideration.
Absolutely.
All right.
Without a doubt.
Damn. Okay, so that was a short card, but that's cool with me. So we got, I'm going to run through it one more time. We'll just give a brief summary. Verb and Hitman, Briz, Rothstein. We said, what, 2-1?
Did we all agree on everything? We're fucking pussies.
I said Math Cortez,
know,
and you guys said Ill Will Rum Nitty. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, we said Verb and Hitman. What'd you guys say again? You guys said Verb.
Oh yeah, I said Verb and Hitman actually. Yeah, I disagree with Mike on that one.
Yeah, I got Briz and Top winning. I got Briz and Top winning that one.
Oh yeah. That's
so
what
we're not
saying.
Pussies.
Yeah, I might be.
You're the pussy, Frack. No, you're the pussy.
We're men.
because we said that Verb and Hitman have such like a high threshold that they have to try to meet. and not saying that it's impossible to meet, but it's an uphill battle. I feel. I don't know, but yeah, I would hope Verb and Hitman would win. That's kind of like the default, like casual fan are gonna think Verb and Hitman, but I guess we'll see. So, but they got an uphill battle. So Briz and like realistically, Briz and T-Top may take that. And then DNA K-Shine versus Midwest Miles and X Factor. I think we all agreed on DNA K-Shine, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that was like the only, I think, 3-0 that we were putting in here.
Yeah.
3-0. Okay.
That X Factor's big ass forehead.
So you got Chess and Steams versus Big T and Saga, and just based off the Instagram war, we were saying Big T Saga.
Yeah.
All right, that works with me. I'm fine with that. And then it will.
Yeah, unless Chess pulls out the 1 liter, then that's an automatic W.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if he pulls out the 1 liter, we'll put Frack's PayPal in the description because he owes you.
I think that was Mike's idea, but yeah, but if he eats the cereal while the other team is spinning, though, that's
oh yeah, game over. Absolute game over.
Frack giving away gems, man. Ill Will Rum Nitty versus Math Cortez. I think Math Cortez may have it. But like I said, they kind of have placed themselves in a position where the best they're already coming in trying to like reprove themselves, even though they necessarily like don't really have to, like, for their resume. And then Ill Will and Rum Nitty have never paired up before. So why are Math and Cortez the people that that have to prove themselves? You know what I mean? It's kind of a funky situation.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. Yeah.
All right, but I'll say Math Cortez just off like synergy and performance. But
yeah, it's weird because I feel like the Ill Will and Nitty and Math and Cortez on Math and Cortez side is the only 2-on-2 that night that actually matters to the two people's careers.
Yeah, exactly.
Except I feel like if Briz and Top win though, they're skyrocketing.
That would be dope. Yeah, accolades out the ass for that. Yeah, definitely. But as far as like that, slightly, and the Math and Cortez, like 2-on-2s is really just for entertainment purposes. But like Math and Cortez actually have pressure on them to perform in this, which is kind of weird.
It's really like the dunk contest, kind of. I feel like.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like an all-star game, it's like whatever.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. It's not like if you miss the dunk, your career's over. What if they put that in the dunk contest? You miss the dunk, you're off the team.
Yeah, $1,000 off your check for every missed dunk.
But anyways, last one we said Arse and Suge versus Clips and Goods, and we said Clips and Goods just off the entertainment value and the swag, because it depends. Is the audience going to want to come for like aggression and like in your face pocket checking, yada
That's
yada?
Why I think Arse and Suge will get around, but you can disarm aggression if you use the right angles.
And at any point in the night, too, because sometimes there's parts in the night where the crowd's drunk and they want to see some violent, furious shit, and they want to see aggression and stuff like that, and maybe they don't have time for that funny swag shit, or they don't want to hear it. But I feel like it always works, man. It always works. And Goods will be the first one to tell you that.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right, so 5 battles. We had mentioned earlier before. I was going to end on this question, but I guess Frack kind of snuck it in there about the if you were to have like a surprise 2-on-2 battle. I was going to throw like in Marvin Quest and all that, but if there is a surprise battle, who do you think's going to be thrown into the mix, or who would you like to see thrown into the mix?
I would like to see one of the newer guys, 2 of the newer guys, get a shot. They've already did a 2-on-2, so I think Ryden and Jack Boy, I think that would be a great 2 people for a surprise battle if there was one. I don't know who
Marvin
else,
Quest, or
no, Marvin Quest should not ever be a surprise battle. Marvin Quest should have been a main event. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about it, man. It's depressing. I have no idea, no clue. I don't know. Maybe Marv and Quest didn't want to do it. Maybe they didn't have time. Maybe they have a fucking wedding that day. I don't know.
They're
But
getting married.
Yeah, they're getting exactly. We just passed that in California, so congrats to Marvin Quest. The true tag team.
True tag team for real.
Mike,
But,
who would you pair with if you could pair with someone?
Yeah, Mike.
I always wanted to do it with Daylight. I think me and Day would be a good 2-on-2.
Whoa.
So that'd be like an Ill Will Rum situation, like Ill Will Rum versus Mike P and Daylight. Like you guys just battle each other. You guys just battle each other again during your rounds. Why not?
That's true.
Unused material.
Yeah, I think me and Day would work. I thought me and Twerk would be a good 2-on-2. We both got the aggression. We're both we can be heavy hitters at times, and I think we would click good. I don't really know, man. I never really thought who I'd team up with in a 2-on-2. I always wanted to team up with Av. Maybe I thought Av would be good. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just a few to throw out there. I
mean, you're in a crew. You got a ton of people to choose from, dude. Right?
Yeah, that's true. But none of them, I don't think Boris would do it.
Man, you and Bonnie, man. You and Bonnie, double impact.
Me and Bonnie. Yeah, that's true. Me and Bonnie would be dope.
I'd like to have some double impact with Bonnie Godiva.
Yeah, right? I'm done, man. I'm done.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
all right.
It'd be dope.
All right, so that was Double Impact 2 predictions with Mike P, me, and Frack. So I guess we'll see. It goes down, what was the date again? June 24th at Irving Plaza. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So do the damn thing, and I guess we'll see soon enough if we're way wrong, which we more than likely are because we're wrong very often. So. But I guess we'll see. So it'll be a surprise one way or another. And that wraps up this episode of Battle Topics. I guess we're gonna move into the next one, but I appreciate you helping out on this one, Mike.
Always, man. Always.